Hello. Welcome along to episode 218 of Adventures in Pop. My name is Simon Jacobs, and in this episode, I want to talk about something I did recently, which was kind of interesting, and certainly gave me food for thought. And it's about taking an old track of yours that, in this case, I actually, did release. It's the first track from the third album, which was called 12 Colours, and that opening track, Be Like Water, which was a song written about the uprisings in Hong Kong back in 2019. And that's when it got written, and that's when it first came out, and then came out on that album. Being very honest with you, it is a track I like. I think it had, really good potential, and I think I only sort of kind of half delivered that potential back in 2019 through a combination probably of slightly primitive, producing and engineering skills. And I'm not saying they're perfect now, but I think quite a lot has been absorbed in that 5 or 6 years. And the other thing which is quite interesting is an inability to sing the chorus particularly effectively, and that had always slightly bothered me, that the chorus is supposed to be a big, powerful chorus, and it never kind of was. So anyway, what happened was there was a Taxi brief, and we've talked about Taxi before. They are a company in California who send out briefs from film productions, TV productions, adverts, and publishing libraries, primarily, looking for original music, or occasionally looking for cover music, but looking for music that they can use in an advert, TV, film, whatever it might be. This brief was about protesty songs that were in some way reflective of the civil rights movement. And I know that, strictly speaking, an uprising in Hong Kong is not the civil rights movement, but I was wondering whether I could stretch a point, because I do like the song. And what it did is it gave me this opportunity to go back, find the original, have a look at the decisions I was making, what I was doing, what I was recording, and then what plugins and stuff I was putting on things, and how I was trying to, get the effects I wanted. And the other thing was, I realised I could add quite a bit of organic texture by adding a bit of acoustic guitar into the works, and you will hear that. I'm going to play the new version and let you have a listen to that, and maybe as we go along, play you one or two bits of old version, new version, just so you can see the difference. And I guess what I'm really saying here is having the opportunity to go back and take a look and rework it and redo some of those production decisions and change some of the, the levels of EQ and compression and volume and all the rest of it, it makes a big difference. And I think the nice thing for me, although Taxi were not that impressed, that's the upshot from there, was what I felt about it was this is how the song was always meant to be, or at least as near as damaged, as near as I can get to ending up with a recording of the song kind of how it is in my head, or at least a lot closer. So what I really had to do was add texture with guitars and stuff like that, change some of those big decisions about how it sounds, how it's produced, and I re-sang the chorus essentially. And it was good fun. But let's start with the chorus, and I'm going to give you a bit of old chorus and new chorus. Okay, stand by. So look at this. We're straight into my Spotify account, and there is Be Like Water, the first track on 12 Colours, and I'm going to play a bit of the chorus directly from the Spotify version. Here we go. Okay, so that's quite a feeble voice hanging on to the notes of that chorus. Let's compare. So here is my updated version before I put any video to it. Here's the chorus. The invisible strong, be like water, be like air. I saw you here, but now you're without. You are fluid, you ebb and you flow. The city's yours, don't let it go. That's a bit more spirited. So there you can see the difference there, and maybe just from the very beginning of the song, just the difference in texture of the guitars, etc. Just like the first 5 or 10 seconds at the beginning. Spotify. You can sense danger before it arrives. 2025 version. You can sense danger before it arrives. You can be feline. Just more dynamic, isn't it? Okay, I think probably the best thing is if I just let you have a listen to the whole new version of Be Like Water. And what I will do, although I have to say, you might have to watch it more than once because the video itself is so kind of gruesomely compelling. It's footage taken in the moment, and it's apologies if it's a bit in your face. It's quite shocking. It really is quite shocking, but it's an excellent video to put to this. And so I'm just going to give you the old video with this new version attached to it, and I hope you enjoy. And everything that is said in the meaning of the song is still the case today. Take care of yourself. I'll be back with more nonsense from the world of pop music. Bye-bye. You can sense danger before it arrives. You can be feline with 9 precious lives. You hear the warning like a vibrating sound, and you know how not to be found. You are a tiger, then you melt with the snow. So you arrive, but where did you go? They've loaded their weapons, but you have all gone, vanished in shadows. The invisible strong, be like water, be like air. I saw you here, but now you're there. And you are fluid, you ebb and you flow. The city's yours, don't let it go. Be like water, We all have choices, so now you must choose. You can't lose anything when you've got nothing to lose. Take an umbrella, I think it might rain. So many thousands of people are here again. You can sense danger before it arrives. You can be feline, but 9 precious lives. You hear the warning like a vibrating sound, and you know how not to be found.